I don't understand why this isn't currently going viral in front of 30 million software developers. I mean, there are 30 million software developers on Earth. Roughly half of them are back-end software developers. And I did it. You come here, it looks like this, log out. You're being asked to log into your Cloudlet. If you have the open source version, then there's a configuration step. There's actually two. First one where you need to provide your root user account's password, and the second one where you need to provide your own OpenAI API key, because the primary model runs on your server, right? The model doesn't run on your server, but this thing. You have one button, quick start, you click it. It just dawned upon me, like hours ago, that it's an AI-based operating system. That's what it is. Because the runtime and the development environment are fused into one. Now, if you look at all of these functions it can do, let's focus on one of the high-level workflows. Okay, I want to choose a name, crawl your website, add a send email function optional. Okay, name, YouTube demo, crawl www.hubspot.com for 5 pages. Yes, send emails to sales@hubspot.com. So this is a high-level workflow that is orchestrating multiple individual function invocations, basically completely replacing all existing workflow systems with fucking English, you know. And that actually guides and serves as guardrails for the LLM, such that it doesn't take off into hallucination land. So instead of invoking, you might say, one LLM directly, what we're doing is that we're meta prompting the LLM with RAG data, creating associations and questions, actually. You saw now when I said I wanted to create an AI chatbot, it didn't start by creating the chatbot. It asked me 3 questions, right? Now it's done crawling that guy. And as you can see here now, we have YouTube demo. So now if you go to app.tinyro.io, it's already in production, right? Then we have a new type of YouTube demo. Hi there. And at this point, this is a kick-ass sales executive for HubSpot's systems. And of course I can go like here, manage, machine learning, open it in a different tab, click embed, and I'll have it on my website. Let's see what more we can do. So now I just invoked an HTTP function using natural language. I can parameterize it, passing in JSON payloads and even JWT tokens. So what's the name of the entity or the resource? It's in database Chinook, table album. So now it understands that it's communicating towards a database in its Hyperlambda code. So it actually retrieves the schema such that it can more accurately prompt the Hyperlambda generator, which is like 2 layers behind. Right, so you have the main LLM here, you have the user here, and then we have the Hyperlambda generator behind here being invoked by GPT 4.1. Why isn't there a database schema for Chinook? Let's find a different database. Best cars. Now I could tell it to list databases. And then I could say use number 2. You see how compressed my requests to the LLM becomes? Now, every time it's in doubt, it stops. And every now and then also, unfortunately, OpenAI is lazy. It's just one of those features. But there's nothing we can do with that, really. So now you saw it didn't find the module named app. It didn't even ask me for a module name because it's explicitly been prompt engineered towards using the name of the subdomain as its default module name. So now it's created a new module named app. We can already go and look at it. Create HyperID, modules, app. Customers get, customers post, customers put, and it's probably working on delete yet. Now if we refresh, there's going to be delete too. And I've done this several times. I can't make it fuck up. And if there's no workflow that accurately describes what I want to do, then I can create my own workflow. Now it actually fucks up because that wasn't what I wanted it to do. And that's a little bit part of the point. Because now I can take this workflow and I can modify it according to how I want it to actually act, and save it. But the point is that the system is extendable. The system has guardrails through its RAG data, implying much less AI hallucinations, in particular for well-known domains, such as, CRUD APIs and stuff like that. So now it's generated my Hyperlambda. I'm not going to continue from here because this is not the way I would do it, as I've said. And this is kind of like an error. The point is now I can save it as a workflow. And now, in Managed Machine Learnings, training data, what model did it save it to? The app, okay, HyperID. Let's look in HyperID. Because it didn't really save it as an AI function. But here you see that the file probably works. Let me see. Select, created, okay, that's the right column name as date, count log entries, okay, looks good. For each, data select, date count, okay, this is rubbish, right? But now, the point is that I can actually modify the LLM now and create my own reusable workflow that actually changes the way it behaves on similar types of queries. And that allows me to become like, so to speak, a ghost within the machine and serving as guardrails for the LLM through my knowledge, just simply dumping it into the LLM in the form of literally, let me show you guys, markdown files like this, and almost completely eliminate all AI hallucinations. And it's pretty cool if you ask me.